前半部分で字幕付きの動画を紹介し、後半部分では前半で出てきたトーイック対策のフレーズを紹介します。
How happy are you with that performance?
I'm very happy and very pleased with the performance. Could see how good Shakhtar is. The individual is so many quick players, and it was the plan. We said we don't want to give them space because when we get exposed, it's so difficult to defend them. And it's credit to the players. They stick to the plan. Worked very hard, every single one in defense. So we didn't give them a lot. They were a big threat with their set plays. Yeah. This is also where we conceded, but I think we were the same when we played forward. When we were in the attack, we were very threatening. And I was really impressed with the reaction the team showed after we conceded the equalizer from a set play, because all of a sudden we had 2-3 big chances. We missed them, yeah, and then with a long strain we took the lead again and then waited for our situations, and also huge impact from the bench. So overall we are very pleased with the performance, but it's just the first step. We will analyze this game because I believe we have to perform even better at home to go to Leipzig to the final.
You mentioned the team's ability to come back at this stage of the season where results mean so much. What does it say about your team that they had it in them to go back and get the lead and get those 2 goals?
Oh, just can repeat myself, and this is just an amazing group of people, of men, of characters, and it's with such a great spirit, with such a great togetherness, and we always believe in us, and this is not, there's no button we can press and switch it on. I think this is what we created over months and maybe years, that we know that we can always come back and that we always are able to score a goal, but doing our job, doing our foundation for the team, and it always starts with the attackers, this, I think that's why we have this belief, and this helped us today again, but against a very good Shakhtar Donetsk side.
Can you tell us what happened in the first seconds of the game, because the beginning was striking, but it's difficult to plan something like that?
Yeah, of course. No, it was just a long ball, wasn't it? And then we got off to the perfect start. We couldn't have dreamt for a better start, and to go 1-0 up, knowing it's going to be tough, the atmosphere is going to be hard, they're going to have a lot of the ball. It was a good.
Which period of the game was the most difficult for you as a team?
I think they've obviously got very good players, 1v1 duels. They've got individual quality, a lot of that, very direct, and I thought we tried to nullify their threats the best we could. And yeah, obviously we knew our opportunities would come if we stayed in the structure, and they come tonight, and it was a great away performance.
Speaking about the result, was this game more easier than you expected, maybe?
No, I would probably say harder than we expected, yeah, much harder. I thought they've got very good players, but we knew that it would be a team that would suit the way we played, and we know this structure. We've done it before, similar to the FA Cup semi-final against Aston Villa and Man City as well. And luckily we took our chances the other end, and we showed our strengths.
Last question, in the second game you just need to play the same, or maybe there is a room still to improve something?
No, we need to improve. We need to be better. Obviously, the atmosphere at home. It's our house we're going to, and hopefully that can look after itself. But we know they're going to give it everything, and we've got to prepare for that well through the week. And we've got to make sure we approach the game right.
Adam, congratulations. It looked like hard work in there. It was a disciplined performance, but what results to take back to Selhurst Park?
Yeah, no, massive. We know how good a team they are. We've watched the games. You know, they've had some strong performances, obviously in the league and in the conference, so we knew it's going to be a tough game, but it's a great result for us to take back to Selhurst. But we know it's only half time. They've got some top players, so we know there'll be a threat next week, but very positive.
Tactically tonight, there was times you were outnumbered in the middle, but your team had to work so hard to keep them out. Just that one lapse of concentration on the corner, but results like that where you've had to dig in deep and defend well, all the more satisfying?
Yeah, definitely. I think you know, they had a lot of the ball. That's how they play their games. So we knew we weren't going to have a lot of the ball, but I thought we were still a threat every time we got the ball on the counter. Disappointing from the corner. I think, you know, that would have been our strong point. They're not the most physical side, but I think the way we reacted, obviously 1-1, you think the momentum straight after half time is probably not the best start. But no, we reacted very well. And then obviously went on to score 2 great goals, so delighted.
Knowing you've got the the players up front, Mateta held it up well, Ismail Sarr's been so important for you, and then Strand Larsen comes on. The options you've got in those forward areas, but tonight the difference was they were clinical.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously at the weekend Liverpool were clinical against us and we weren't clinical against them. And then the difference was tonight we took our chances. We had a couple more that we could have got, but you know, the chances that we did get, I thought we were very effective. We made the keeper work, and obviously we took 3 great goals. So yeah, delighted if they can do that again next week. I'd be very happy.
You saw the reaction from your fans tonight. A 2-goal advantage to take back to Selhurst Park. It's a great platform for you.
Yeah, it's a great start to the tie. They've backed us all season throughout the European competition and in the Prem, but especially in Europe away, they've been travelling in the numbers. You know, the away end was packed. Even the home end, we had a lot in one corner. So, you know, it makes a massive difference for us. And I'm sure the atmosphere next week will be unbelievable. It was for the quarterfinals. So, if they can top that, then yeah, it would definitely help us.
One more step to the final.
Yeah, one more, not done yet.
Be pleased with.
に満足しているを喜んでいる。
The manager was very pleased with the team's quarterly sales report.
部長はチームの四半期売上報告に非常に満足していました。
Individual.
個々の個人の。
We provide customized solutions to meet the needs of each individual client.
私たちは個の顧客のニーズを満たすために、カスタマイズされたソリューションを提供します。
Stick to.
を堅持するに従う。
It is crucial that we stick to the original project timeline to avoid delays.
遅延を避けるためには、我々が当初のプロジェクトのタイムラインを堅持することが極めて重要です。
Threat.
脅威。
The new competitor poses a significant threat to our market share.
新たな競合他社は、当社の市場シェアにとって重大な脅威となっています。
Concede.
敗北などを認める、譲歩する。
After a long negotiation, the company had to concede a few points to reach an agreement.
長い交渉の末、その会社は合意に達するためにいくつかの点で譲歩しなければなりませんでした。
Impressed with.
に感銘を受ける。
I was very impressed with your presentation and innovative ideas.
あなたのプレゼンテーションと革新的なアイデアに、私は大変感銘を受けました。
Huge impact.
大きな影響。
The new marketing campaign had a huge impact on our brand recognition.
新しいマーケティングキャンペーンは、我々のブランド認知度に非常に大きな影響を与えました。
Overall.
全体として、概して。
Overall, customer satisfaction has increased by 15% this year.
全体として、顧客満足度は今年 15% 向上しました。
Analyze.
を分析する。
We need to analyze the market data carefully before launching a new product.
新製品を発売する前に、市場データを注意深く分析する必要があります。
Mention.
について言及する、触れる。
Did the client mention anything about the deadline in the email?
クライアントは L の中で締め切りについて何か言及していましたか？
Stage of.
の段階。
The project is still in the early stage of development.
そのプロジェクトは開発の初期段階にあります。
Foundation.
土台、基礎。
Strong customer relationships are the foundation of a successful business.
強固な顧客関係がビジネスの成功の土台です。
Striking.
著しい、際立った、印象的な。
There is a striking difference between the old design and the new one.
古いデザインと新しいデザインの間には、著しい違いがあります。
Nullify
を無効にする、無力化する。
Any unauthorized changes to the contract will nullify the agreement.
契約書へのいかなる無許可の変更も、その合意を無効にします。
Opportunity
機会。
This conference is a great opportunity to network with industry experts.
この会議は、業界の専門家と人脈を築く絶好の機会です。
Improve
を改善する、向上させる。
We are constantly looking for ways to improve our production efficiency.
私たちは生産効率を改善する方法を常に探しています。
Prepare for
の準備をする。
The team is working hard to prepare for the upcoming product launch.
チームは間近に迫った製品発売の準備のために、懸命に取り組んでいます。
Make sure
確かにするを確実にする。
Please make sure all the documents are signed before you send them.
書類を送る前に、すべてに署名がされていることを確認してください。
Approach
名詞、取り組み方、動詞に取り組む。
We need to take a more strategic approach to solve this complex problem.
この複雑な問題を解決するためには、より戦略的なアプローチを取る必要があります。
Effective
効果的な。
The new training program was highly effective in improving employee performance.
新しい研修プログラムは、従業員のパフォーマンスを向上させるのに非常に効果的でした。
動画をご視聴いただき、ありがとうございました。この動画が良ければ、グッドボタンとチャンネル登録をよろしくお願いします。また、次の動画で